This is Tracy with Inside Pool Magazine. They call me the Diva.
And this is Nicholas DeLeon, the NikonKid.
We have two special guests coming on this evening, but first off, we're going to roll some footage for you and let you see who's coming up next. Hi, Shane. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
We're good. How are you feeling after Derby City?
Oh, I'm excited, more motivated than ever.
Right. I bet you were sleepy. That's a long 10 days.
Yeah, it was. No sleep.
Nick has a couple of questions for you, actually, while I do some technical stuff for you.
Okay.
Okay, so Shane, give us a little rundown on everything. Like, how many times have you been to Derby? What was your experience this year compared to the last couple times you've came, or if you have came?
Yeah, I've been to Derby maybe. This is probably my fourth or fifth time. They transferred it to a casino, so I haven't been since it's been the casino.
Because of the age, right?
Right. Yeah.
And you're how old?
22.
Okay.
Yep. And this experience was unreal because my game's starting to progress, and I can compete with the top dogs now. So it was very exciting for me to be able to go out there and show the world what I got.
Awesome. So what was your best event like that you enjoyed playing since you played all three? Because I only played the one.
Oh, well, 9-ball, because that's my best discipline.
Gotcha.
Blanks I'm not very familiar with, and one pocket I'm too impatient to play.
So, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, I want to shatter like 8-ball and just go, okay, run 8 or I will.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about some gambling, because I know you matched up with Chris Reinhold twice. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so me and Chris are good friends, but I wanted to challenge myself. So we played a race to 2025 for 10,000 in the action room, not the pool action TV room, but just the regular practice room.
Yeah.
And it went 24 to 24. So we decided to run it back and play it the next day. And we bet 15,000 this time instead of the 10. And I ended up losing 21 to 25. I was at a big disadvantage early in the set, and I was down 20-7. And then I start coming back, but just not enough time for me to catch all the way back up.
Okay, so what do you think that you learned the most from those two matches with Chris? Because we know how Chris can play. Yeah,
just to stay focused at all times and not get too down on yourself, no matter how far behind you are. It's not over until it's over. So you need to keep grinding and play the whole thing as hard as you can.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you being down that much and then you coming back, I mean, against let alone anybody, but Chris, that's just like it's very impressive. Because most people at that stage need him needing 5 and you needing the world. Or how Melina Mike needs it, you need Jesus from there.
Exactly.
But I mean, for you to stay focused and you to fight back and not give up, I mean, that just shows a lot of heart and a lot of determination. So you should feel really good about that, whether you lost, I mean, the set, but I mean, just keeping at it and keeping the pressure on Chris was really good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We're going to try it again, and hopefully this time I'll be able to get there.
Awesome. No, that's good. I mean, it's great to see young dogs get up and start, fighting and everything. And like I said, this was my first year out there at Derby, and I've been playing probably the last 20 years off and on. And it was very, very good. I mean, I just played the 9-ball, but I just learned so much from the event and people around and watching the pros. And watching the fans. I mean, just like you just take it all in, and then you just kind of like build it up from there.
Yeah, it's a wonderful event.
We were watching you play the Kuwait guy. Do you remember what his name was by any chance? Where it was Hill.
Bader Alawadi.
Yeah,
well, we were talking about that with Federer last night. How did you feel?
Yeah, how'd you feel in the Hill game when he broke perfect and you were sitting there in your chair? Like, what was going through your mind? Give us like the insight, because I know how I would be feeling, but like everybody's a little different. And once he broke, I was like, oh gosh, Jay might lose this. I mean, the guy should be out, right?
Right.
And so just take us through the emotions or your mental game, a part of it, by sitting in that chair and watching that break happen.
Right. So the match isn't really determined on what he does that rack. There's a lot of other things before that could determine what happened. You know,
Correct.
If I played a bad safety or missed a shot. So I don't really dwell on that rack like, oh my goodness. You know, you're still like, well, they should be out here and they should win the set. But you have to be thankful. You know, you have to be thankful if you get just one opportunity. That's all you're asking for. Even if you're dead hooked right behind a ball, you just want to have one more look at the table, because that'll give you a chance. You just have to stay focused and remember, hey, it's not over until it's over.
This new breed of players, Nick, I mean, that's almost verbatim what Federer said.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have a different mindset. These 21-year-olds, they're on their game. You guys are coming in strong, and I'm excited to see where you're going to be in the next 5 years. Also, I want to talk about Music City. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you literally took that spoon out of Hennessy's mouth. I wasn't able to stay to watch it. How does it feel to take down a monster like Jonathan Hennessy at Music City? I mean, that's his turf.
Yeah, no. This was my first time being allowed at Music City, because they always had the age limit. So it felt really good to go in there, play against a lot of new faces that I've never played against, and take it down. It felt really good to beat Hennessy in the finals, because I know that he is the bar table king, especially of that tournament. But I know that I can compete with people like him, and it doesn't matter, how many times he's won. I'm not going to be afraid of somebody just because that is their tournament.
Right. That's right. Absolutely. You showed no fear. I walked into that building, Nick, and I had been hearing about this prodigy coming out of Virginia. I had a few people out of that state contact me before I met you, Shane, and I had been following you. They said, this kid plays really good. You need to come up here and check him out. And I was like, well, unfortunately, it's a little bit far for me to go. So when I saw that you were there, I was like, I'm going, definitely going. So I picked up the phone and I called Hennessy, and I was like, look, I'll be up there. I want to check out this new kid on the block named Shane Wolford. And he is like, he's going to be a tough kid.
Yep.
So he gave you props before you earned them at that tournament. He did give you props. He said, he's like, the kid's going to be a monster. He definitely did.
Shane, tell us a little bit about your history with getting into pool and how that all came about. And I mean, because you could be playing anything else. You could be doing bowling. You could be playing basketball, football. Just kind of give us your little rundown of up until now.
So I started playing pool when I was about 6 years old. My dad's been playing. He was playing in the APA leagues and stuff. So I was around it from a very small, very young age. And I just fell in love with the game. No matter where I was, I had a pool table available, whether it was at my house, my grandparents' house, my uncle's house. We all had pool tables. So I just played and played and played every day. And it's led me to where we're at now.
At what age did you start playing? I mean, obviously it was in the blood. I mean, the family. Did you have a little box like I did that you drug around the table?
No, I was a big 6-year-old.
Well, I was an Alex Paguline. I was probably about this tall, trying to see over the table myself. So, since you were about 6, you think?
Yep.
Competitively, when did you start?
Competitively, my first big tournament was the Super Billiards Expo. I was 11 years old. I went up there for the 12 and under junior division. Single elimination. It's races to 4, best 2 out of 3 sets. And so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how these kids would play from all over the country that were there.
Right.
I ended up winning my very first time going there.
That's awesome.
Wow. Absolutely.
That even made me fall more in love with the game because I knew that I could compete.
So did you do other juniors events between then and now after the expo?
Yeah, I played in the BEF events. Never placed really well. I think 5th a few times. But
no, 5th is pretty good. That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Did you have any mentors growing up? I mean, besides your family, did you have one player that they had told you about stories and you kind of idolized that player? Did you have anybody like that growing up?
Yeah, I had a few of them. I mean, none that are very well known. Just small people from back home that were in the bars or wherever while I was playing. One named Terry Small. He taught me a lot. About aiming and banking and kicking and things like that. Also, my friend Ron Frank, he's the big man on the block. Me and him in town. So
big props to Ron. I met Ron at Music City. Fantastic man. He thinks the world of you for sure.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So obviously you have a fantastic support system with your parents and your grandparents being involved. Do you have any other hobbies besides, I mean, obviously pool is your passion, but do you have any other hobbies that you like to do? Hunt? I mean, you live in Virginia. Do you hunt?
I used to when I was younger. Yeah. I don't hunt anymore. I like fishing. I like to fish some with my grandfather. We go out Smith Mountain Lake occasionally. I like playing cards. And I'm a big fan of sports.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's
Tell us about your advantage that you have right now with I heard your parents opened a pool room.
Yeah. My parents opened Wolford Billiards about 3 years ago. It's an awesome place. Got great food, bar, 10 diamond big tables and 10 bar tables.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Big shout out to my parents for doing everything they've done.
Do you know the address right off of hand?
4820 Hollins Road, Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay. If you guys have a website or anything, you make sure you let myself and Nick know so that we can post that up on our web pages for you. Okay.
Yeah. Also, isn't unless they moved it, but isn't the U.S. Open out in Virginia?
Yeah, well, the U.S. Open now is owned by Matchroom.
Yeah.
So they're in Atlantic City.
Oh, okay, so they moved
it to Jersey.
Okay.
It used to be in Norfolk, near Virginia Beach. I've been there a couple of times, and the thing is if anybody was going to pick it up after Barry had passed away, we knew it was going to move out of the state. But it was always fun to head up to Virginia. That was anytime anyone mentioned Virginia, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to a pool tournament.
Yeah. Now they have the International Open that's in Virginia. It's basically
right. So I mean, there's still a nice big tournament in the area. Nick, you'll have to play in one of these days.
Well, yeah, because they're ranking events for the Moscone Cup points.
Yeah, you'll be playing in both of them.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe we can see you two go at it.
Yeah. What? Well, I'm pretty sure it'll happen. What else? What else do you have coming up, or what are your plans since Derby is done? Because for me, like, I wasn't gonna go to Derby until Emily came out with her list of tournaments, and Derby 9-ball was part of it for the Moscone Cup, and then so I decided to go. But what is your like even going off of this calendar, or even like what you have coming up? Like, what are you planning on doing?
Right. So the 10th, me and my whole family, mom, dad, and my sister, we're going to Florida for the JIC, which is the Junior International Championship.
Awesome.
My parents help run that with Ra Hanna.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
He's
amazing.
an awesome guy.
Yeah, he is. So we're going to be going to Florida. And then we get back from Florida, I'll be heading to the Texas Open.
See, Nick, you'll see him again.
Yeah. We're going to get familiar. I mean, like, Nick's going to love us, you know?
And then when I get back from there, me and Ron that I spoke about earlier are going to go to Tennessee and then down to the Scotty Townsend Memorial.
I will see you there. Yeah, he's going to get sick of us, Nick.
And then later off in the year, I just got invited to the Predator World 10 Ball.
Congratulations.
That's
well
awesome.
earned. Well
Thank
earned.
You. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm gonna try to go to the World Pool Championship. I'm on the wait list for the UK Open because it filled up.
That was crazy, man.
Nick,
like,
are you on the wait list as well?
So I'm on the wait list for that. I mean, he got into one of the tournaments that I've been dying to get into, which is the World 10 Ball. In order to get into that, for what I've heard, is you have to place first or second in one of the Predator events, or you have to place top 6 or top 10 in their points of the year to get invited for that. So congrats on that. I mean, that's huge. I've always, like, I go to Vegas and I'm always sitting in the crowd. And I'm like, man, one day I'll be in the box. But that's awesome. For the UK, man, that thing filled up in 45 minutes. Like, my roommate at the time woke up at 4 a.m. to enter it. And I was like, wait, you woke up at what time? And they're like, it's filled. I go, it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I couldn't believe it. The waiting list is just as big as what the amount of players there is.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, they had another 256 that were waiting.
It's absolutely insane. Here we struggle to fill like 64 or 128. Out there, it's like a no-brainer.
They said that that happened with the U.S. Open as well. So hopefully spots will open up and we'll be able to get in there, Nick.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like, I'm working on. I just did my passport this morning. I'm hoping it gets here in time. I'm looking forward to going to Europe and playing in one of their big events out there.
Yep, it's definitely a fun time. I was at the World Pool Championship last year. I didn't
How was
do
that?
well, but it was.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah. So it was race to 9. I drew Darren Appleton, and I lost 9-7. It was 7-7, and I missed a tough cut on the 9. And then he was breaking, and he ended up winning the next game after. I think a safety he played on me.
He's probably sitting there going, oh, my God, I'm going to get beat by a child.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's how they're all thinking right now because, I mean,
literally, Shane, you came out of nowhere. I mean, nowhere. And then everybody's like, who is this kid? I said, you guys don't get out much. I've been hearing rumors about this guy for over a year.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, let's see. We have a question for you, Shane. Penguin asked, who would you say inspired you the most and encouraged you to play?
Definitely.
Who was your biggest cheerleader?
Definitely my parents and my grandparents and my little sister.
How old is little sister?
18.
Does
she play just as well?
Yep. She's a good player. Just gotta keep her mind on pool and she'll be all right.
All right. Keep her away from those boys out of that pool room, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't let the emotions get you.
Yeah.
Do you have a set practice that you do before each major tournament? Like before you walked into to JOBs, you seemed like you were ready to go. And then when you put your cues together and you got on that table, it was like easy peasy for you. It's like, I do this every day.
Yeah. So I think what helped me a lot, I got my dad, we've got those 10 9-footers. He ordered one and we just got it in a few weeks before JOB's tournament. and it's got 4 1/4-inch pockets, so they're a little tighter. So I've actually got to aim the ball really well to make them.
Well, that makes sense now because
think,
they were buckets over there compared to what you're used to playing on,
right,
and
so
everybody says that.
I've got a lot of room to work with when I went to do these. I've never seen a diamond bar table that fits 2 balls in the pocket, but hey, maybe that's my thing.
Hey, I play on out here. Until I get my table or whatnot. We're spoiled out here in Arizona. We have diamonds everywhere, bar tables, big tables, and two of our rooms, they have 2 tables that are 4 1/8, and then you have another room that they have 3 pit tables that are 4 1/4. So it's rare that I get to play on 4 1/2. And then when I went out to Derby, I felt like just everything was going, especially with the new cloth.
Right. Yeah, it's the pocket size, what you practice on, it definitely matters. Then when you go to these tournaments with, the bigger pockets, you just feel like you're in pool heaven. Everything's just working out good.
Right. And you feel more comfortable than shooting on the tighter equipment. But are you planning on at all coming to any of the Predator Series events, or have you ever played in any of them?
Yeah, I played in some last year. I haven't put any on my schedule as of yet.
We need to see you down in Meridian.
Oh yeah, and the big.
They had $100,000 payout in Meridian, Mississippi this weekend, and this past weekend. And I call him my son. Him and my friend from Chattanooga chopped it this weekend. It's an insane amount of money. I've never seen a Calcutta that big in my life, except at White Diamonds in Louisiana.
Yeah, they said that they've got that one rolling, and it's a good tournament. So
it's a good tournament, but it's Valley tables. They have 1 diamond in there. Nick's played in it.
I've been there once, and I actually have a really good victory over somebody. And unfortunately, it doesn't go into Fargo, and you would like it to go into Fargo because I'm not one of those guys that tries to manipulate your Fargo. I win my first 3 matches being out there. Everybody's out there. Tony, Dennis, on my 4th round, I draw Dennis Orcolio, and it's a bar table valley. So, but it's fast. It's not the dirty stuff. It's very light.
They take care of those tables. They're fast.
Yeah. And so they play good. Magic rack. And it's like I'm doing a 13-9 race with Dennis. And I don't get to play against champions out here in Arizona. We rarely get them, and I rarely get out of town. And I break and run my first 3. I'm nervous as hell, and I break, scratch. He puts a couple racks together, and then he breaks and scratches. I have ball in hand, and I'm shooting the 1 ball in the corner pocket to drift my cue ball over to the rail, and my 1 ball doesn't even get to a pocket. I am literally I'm laughing at myself. And Dennis comes over. And he's off. It's ball in hand, right? I go, my 1 ball or my cue ball did not get a rail. And then we started laughing. But it just said the nerves get to you when you don't play the champions a lot. And I ended up coming back and beating them 9-10. But it was really awesome because from there, we chit chat a little bit now for here on out. And then I had another matchup with them on the big table, and I had a chance to beat them, and I made 3 mistakes that cost me. But, it's just, getting in the box and playing those champions is what we both need and what we all need for young upcomers as well. So,
yeah, it seasons you a lot.
Yes, correct.
Also, you might want to check out Iron City Billiards. They usually have a couple of tournaments throughout the year. Some of the bigger names show up there. Tony Chohan just took down that event, the 9-ball event, or is it 10-ball? Am I confused?
No, they do a big table single elimination 10-ball. Right. They do 9-ball bar table with the 9-ball on the spot, and then they do a 1 pocket double elimination race to 4 or race to 5. It's
a pretty intense tournament. It's not as long as, say, what you just left, but it's a sturdy almost 5 days.
Yeah, but everybody shows up. A lot of big names show up. Dennis Orcolio, before he had to go, he was there and it was signed up to play. He won it back to back. He swept the whole entire thing.
But unfortunately, it's not Fargo rated. You don't get points for your Fargo, and it's not points related for the Moscone either. So that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, whether you go hill with Dennis or you lose 9-1, it doesn't go into Fargo. Yeah, but I mean, it's just, I mean, until everybody starts adapting that and getting it in the system and taking the time and everything. So
Corby has a question for you, Shane. How does the new cloth impact the pocketing of balls for you, and how and why does that make it? Does it make it easier for you?
Yeah, so when the cloth is new, it's very clean. So there's not a lot of things near the pocket or on the rails that hold the ball up. So there's I don't know how less friction, I guess. So the balls slide in very easily. If you ever noticed you watching something on TV and a really good player, may have hit it way up the rail, but it still slides in. That's the reasoning, because everything's so clean and no friction, and it just accepts the balls a lot easier.
All right. Nick, would you like to invite our other little friend in, and we'll just squeeze him on in here with Shane and let Shane have a little chit chat with the infamous Roland Garcia as well.
Yeah, let me see. Let me.
I'm gonna roll Roland's promo.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll try to get him in
you guys give me a second, Shane. We'll just let you sit right in here with Roland.
All right.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Now we ready? Hey, Roland, how are you?
I'm good. I'm in Morgan City.
You're in Morgan City already?
Yeah, we're playing
Awesome.
on the.
I will see you there on
okay.
Friday.
Yeah,
I
we're
didn't
gonna
know
play
you
in
were
the
coming.
tournament. Say again?
I didn't know you were going to Morgan City.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I keep it a secret every time I go in a tournament. I'm a ninja.
You're a ninja. Oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. How do you feel after Derby City, Roland? Are you exhausted? I can't believe you're at another pool tournament already.
Oh yeah, I kind of feel a little bit exhausted, but I like it. I was so excited when I was there.
Right.
Yeah, it's my first time. It's my first time in a derby, and then I'm so happy that I ended up in the third place. Well, I got a little bit. I fell a little short on there, but still happy on my results.
You played very well. I mean, you got
That's good.
third in the 9-ball. You did very well.
We
I just lucky.
You just got lucky.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you about one of your matches, Roland.
Yeah.
You were playing Shane Van Boeing, and you were going on a full run, and you were up 5-1 running out, and you missed the 7-ball, and it cost you 6 games. And then you had this, and then we want to talk about your mental part of the game. How do you get back in that after you know that you missed that ball where to go up 6-2, and instead you're down 8-5?
Oh yeah, well, that shot on the 7-ball, it was not actually a miss. The balls were a little dirty. It skidded, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the earliest games, Shane also got that kind of situation. He he played a shot and it skidded. Anyway, when I was down 8-5, I was hoping that I can still get a chance because Shane was really playing great and then breaking really good. And then I was thinking just only a chance, and that's all I think when I was on the match.
Okay, so we have a video of you and
No,
Shane
I don't
playing.
have the video uploaded. There was a copyright infringement, sir.
Oh. Okay. So take us through this. Okay, Tracy. Is there any way if I could send you an image, you can upload it right now?
I have the image, but I have to clear that with my editor because it's an image from someone else. It's a copyright thing.
Okay, if I create it, the shot.
If it was your video, I can upload it because I have permission to have it on the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Give me 1 second. We're gonna find this because this is very important.
Oh, Nick. Shane, do you have any questions for Roland? I mean, it's not very often you get a Filipino champion in the house right next to you.
What's your tournament schedule look like?
Where are you heading next, Roland, besides where you're at right now?
I'm in Morgan City in the Cajun Classic. We're gonna play in 9-ball banks and 9-ball in a bar box.
Will you be heading out to any of these other events?
After it, we're gonna go straight to Wisconsin. Me and Mahal Kita, Nicholas.
Mahal Kita, yeah.
Roland, how old were you when you first started playing pool?
Oh, me? I start playing pool when I was 7 years old.
7.
Hey, look at
Yeah,
you.
from that age, it just I play and then stop, and then because I was studying, you know, and I just love to go to the pool hall and playing with friends, having some fun, and I didn't know it's gonna be my career, so I'm happy right now.
So what made you decide to follow pool? Is it just something that you just enjoyed doing and you just couldn't stop?
Yeah, it's like I can't. It's like my day's not complete without playing pool or seeing pool balls or a pool table. That's what I feel.
Who is the one player that inspired you the most with your game?
Oh, of course, my hero, Efren Reyes.
Efren Reyes, the
Yeah,
musician.
at the same time, he's my godfather. He taught me a lot of things, not just in pool.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge. A man like that is so humble and genuine. He's a very true person, and
oh,
I
that's true.
utmost respect for the man.
Oh,
Utmost
yeah,
respect.
that's true. Yeah,
Do you play
he's a
chess as well?
he's a true legend, you know. And at the
Absolutely.
same time, I got lucky because we are in the same town in Philippines.
Oh, okay. So you guys are both from the same area?
Yeah, yeah.
And what
Maybe
area is
like
that, if you don't mind me asking?
say again,
What area? What city in the Philippines?
Angeles City.
Oh, cool.
All
Cool.
right, Tracy, I sent you an image. I mapped it out exactly. It was 8-5, and Roland and Shane were playing safe on the 6th ball, and I want to know how he came up with this shot instead of doing something different.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna need to go to the other area because right now it's getting loud. Uh huh.
Okay.
Oh, here it's perfect.
You
Perfect.
tell Romero to give you a quiet place to
Right?
be, Roland.
Give him your office.
Oh, here it's perfect. I'm in the backyard now. Yeah. All right.
Tracy, can you see the image?
Yeah, I see it. I don't know what I can do with it. Give me a second.
Okay.
So you guys carry on so I can get this done.
All right. So, Roland, what's your schedule looking like since we already asked Shane what he has coming on?
Say again.
I said, what do you have coming up? Like what events do you have coming up?
In Wisconsin
Yes.
And
and in
after
the
Wisconsin,
Skinny Bob. Then
Oh, we're all gonna be out there.
right?
yeah, and that's Vegas, the last stop, and then go
There
back
you
to
go.
Philippines
He's
on
gonna follow
April.
you around, Nick.
Yeah.
So you go back at after Vegas to the Philippines?
Yeah, yeah. After the U.S. Open events, I'm gonna go back in the Philippines, and then maybe around. Oh, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, yeah, it's open here. Yeah. And maybe around August, I go back to U.S. for another trip and joining some tournaments.
How long is your flight from here to the Philippines?
13 hours.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's 13 hours. Yeah.
You take some sleeping pills during that? I couldn't do it. I had to sleep.
Oh yeah,
Right.
most of the time in the airplane we all sleeping. Yeah, you know the secret. You know the secret to make it really quick. I don't sleep here. I mean before my departure, I don't really sleep. So in that way, I can sleep a lot in the airplane.
Oh, no. If I had a
Yeah.
13-hour flight, I'd be taking some sleeping pills.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
unfortunately,
maybe you
we're not able
remember
to
this.
do it up there.
Remember this shot, Roland. Shane's up 8-5. You guys are playing safe on the 6th ball. You have a chance to thin it and send the cue ball down table, but instead you send the cue ball, you kick from the side pocket and you pocket the 6th ball and you you hit it with draw, so it comes back to you 2 rails and you're perfect on the 7 to get out to make it 8-6 your break.
Oh well, on when I was on that situation, I was thinking, yeah, I can just hit it and then maybe counter save, but there's no guarantee if I can counter save it, and especially when you're playing Shane, it's not really a good save. You can see if you can see it right because you
Yeah.
can counter save it. So I was thinking, maybe there's a chance that I can make it and then go 2 rails on the back and then just put a draw, and then I got lucky.
No, you didn't get lucky. You hit that ball perfect. It's center
Perfectly.
pocket, kick shot with the draw.
Nothing but net.
It was the 6th kick I've seen in a very
Yeah,
long
yeah.
time.
I saw that a lot of that kind of shot, and then maybe I make those also. But there's a chance that I can make it. So when I hit it perfectly, I was so I was. It makes me feel confident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Roland, who is your toughest opponent ever?
my toughest opponent ever.
It's
This guy.
Sully.
This guy. It's Sully.
This guy?
Yeah. No, no, no. My toughest opponent is yeah.
Nick.
Dennis. Yeah. Nicholas.
No.
Yeah. We play in the shootout. It make me feel nervous.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Nick.
shootout. Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot like Shane and Dennis, and before I played Efren, before he became my godfather. But you see, for all these guys that like they want to improve their game, it is better you play the top player.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for Mr. Wolford here, sitting beside you here in this little box? This is Shane Wolford from Virginia. He got 6th place in the 9-ball event at.
Oh, so sorry. I
Derby.
did not notice that Shane because it's a little bit blurry. My eyes are
Yeah.
no good.
Well, that's
Hello,
Mr.
Mr.
Wolford.
Shane Wolford. I saw your game. You're improving a lot. Keep it up. Keep on grinding. I know you're gonna be a champion in the future. I hope to see you in the Moscone Cup.
Thank you, Roland. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I thought it's just a wall design. No. I'm just kidding.
He thought it was Nick's bags of high chews over there in the
Oh, yeah.
corner.
My eyes are no good. My eyes no good.
I can't
Can you
see, but
take
I
up?
play pool like a champion.
Can you take off the hat so I can? Oh yeah. That's it.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
now I
it is.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming out and answering some questions for us. We have a
Oh.
question before you run off, though. We're not going to keep you very long. I know you're a busy man. Penguin
Oh yeah,
asked,
guys. You're always. If I ever had a free time, guys, you're always welcome.
well,
I
thank you
appreciate
so
it
much.
also. It's my pleasure.
We might need to use some of your knowledge here before long. Penguin
Okay.
asked, Roland, what is your favorite karaoke song to sing? Inquiring minds want to know, sir.
I
Well,
love
yeah.
slow rock songs like Air Supply, Firehouse, and yeah, that's it.
Air
But
Supply.
yeah, it's not really when we're back home. That's all that we can do. Just to get some time and have some fun with the family and the friends. That's that's the most we do when we're back in the Philippines.
Well, isn't that the meaning
Aside
of
pool.
life? To be happy. The meaning of life is to be happy and do what you love. We all
Yeah,
play pool and we do karaoke.
yeah.
And
and don't
apparently
and don't think and don't think too much, so it
and
won't be
don't
a
think too
problem.
much. There you go, Shane. This is how you grow old gracefully. You don't
Yeah.
think too much.
You need to learn those mistakes, especially when you're playing the pool. When you're on the pool table, a lot of us always have some messing up on the game, but always think of it in the like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It's okay, and then just learn how to what happened, and then from there you learn, and then move on.
Right. Don't look back.
Yeah.
Keep going forward.
Yeah, keep going forward. That was Dennis Circulio told me. Always go forward.
Uh, good advice coming from Dennis.
Yeah, and
Fantastic
he was
advice.
he was missed dearly.
Oh,
At
wow.
this event.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, we all miss Dennis.
I'm
Hopefully
sitting
we're
there
gonna be back
looking
there.
at the banner across the top and his face being there, and on top of it, his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was his birthday on the 29th.
Yeah.
right. And I'm like, wow, but I mean, that gave other people chance to win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody was fighting for second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, we appreciate your time, Roland, and we hope that you enjoy your stay down in Louisiana, and I'll see you on Friday, sir.
Okay. Always be safe, guys. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to
Thank
to
you so
be
much
on
for
this.
being on our show.
Thank you. God
Bye.
bless.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, guys, we were giving him both Nick and I are clicking on the buttons here. Poor Roland. We appreciate you coming out tonight again, Shane. Would you like to go through your sponsors list and give a big shout out? Because I know Tony Harrigan is itching to hear his name.
Yeah. First, I would like to give a thanks to Wolford Billiards. They help a lot. Mom and Dad's place. Q-Tech Qs. I've been with them for probably 6 months now.
I think half of my group is Q-Tech.
Yeah.
Over half Q-Tech, half Moochie. That's my life.
And then a big shout out to Hustlin'. He's been with me since I've been 11 at that first tournament.
He's an amazing man.
The Billiards Expo. Yep.
He's an amazing man. So your next tournament will be one more time.
Texas Open.
The Texas Open. So if you guys are wanting to watch a beast on the table, this Wolf is not playing, ladies and gentlemen. Check out, I believe it's Ray Hansen is the one putting on that stream. Pool Action TV will be in Texas. Nick, do you have those dates by any chance?
Yes, actually, they just filled it up, so which is perfect because I just shared it. It's February 16th through the 21st. They're doing a lot of everything. They're doing the 10 ball. They're doing the mix Scotch doubles, male female Scotch doubles. They're doing some mini banks, some mini 10 ball. They're doing a lot during that whole entire time.
Shane, are you planning on jumping in every one of those events?
Probably not the Scotch doubles, but the minis and stuff. The only thing I'm signed up for right now is the 10 ball.
Hey, I got you. Go on Amazon, get the dress, get the wig, and I'll be your partner.
Hey, you can't go wrong with us could win it. That's Team Q-Tech right there. Hey, Ronhold will be out there too,
Yeah, he's living.
Maybe you can bet, say, hey, if I beat you, you got to be my partner in the Scotch doubles. And you have to wear the dress.
Yeah, and shave the legs.
And he has to shave his legs. He is half Mexican. He needs to shave his legs.
Yeah. I don't think he'll go for that guy.
Well, we appreciate your time, Shane. I know it's precious, and I know you have some other stuff to do. Hit me up anytime you need anything. Inside Pool will be there for you. We look forward to seeing you progress, and we look forward to seeing you sitting right next to our own very Nick DeLeon on the Moscone Cup.
Yep.
That's the plan for us, right? Let's do
Team USA. Tell your mom and dad we appreciate your time as well. And I know you guys are busy, and tell your sister good luck, and we'll be keeping a watch out for her.
All right. Thank you.
There's got to be, those junior players. I've gotten in I jumped in head first. Let me just tell you, I picked up a kid out of Tupelo, Mississippi, and I've been babying this guy ever since. He can play really, really well. So I jumped on that bandwagon with Joey Gray about the juniors. So if there's anything your sister needs, you tell her to give us a ring. Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you all so much.
Anytime. You have a great night, and good luck in Texas.
All right. Thank you.
I'll see you in Texas.
Sounds great.
Well, that was an interesting hour almost, Nick.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah.
What do you think about Mr. Wolford? Do you think he's going to give you guys a run for your money in Texas?
Man, I mean, it's going to be great. His break is good. When I was watching Chris and him play, his break is really good. He is very good under the pressure. He holds his emotions really well. And that's just all positive stuff. So, I mean, if he stays on that track, I don't see anything else from, the sky's the limit for him. It's just putting in the time and like we're all doing, since Emily and Matchroom came out with the point list and how it works and all that good stuff. So we're all trying to give him some fresh blood and get USA excited again. So
I think if we do this, it will rally the troops. I mean, the Europeans are hard to beat. They just are. They have a totally different mindset. As Fader was saying last night, they literally train.
Uh-huh.
They're training. What he was describing to me is almost like a boot camp for pool. They get up and they do this and they practice X amount of hours.
Yep.
Anytime you saw, Roy's basement with the fillers, they were always on the table, both of them. Yep. It is a continuous thing. Speaking of being on the table, didn't you get the opportunity to play Pia?
No, wrong Pia.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't play Pia Pfiller. I played Pia from
I thought you got the opportunity to play her. I
no.
watched her play a little bit, and that woman can play.
Yes, she can. It was really good to watch her live and hit balls
It's
and
a different experience when you're at an event, but it's luckily for us that we're in an age where technology gives us the ability to be there via a stream like everybody's seeing us right now. We're very fortunate as a society to have this right now and to be able to watch these great players and actually capture them on film so that we can watch it years from now. It's like your son is going to say, my dad, used to play pretty good pool, back when he was younger, and he's, 98 now.
yeah, maybe next year I'll make the cut for the Derby pitchers.
You're going to have to now. I mean,
yeah,
you have competition. Shane's coming for you, Nick.
I know, right? We're going to have a lot of fun. I mean, the Q-Tech team did really good out there,
Absolutely. And you're going to have a whole room full of Q-Tech members when you get to Texas.
Yeah.
And I hate that I'm not going to be there. I mean, it really sucks that I'm not going to be there, but, Jason Romero really needed me in Louisiana, and I got to go where those venues are needing me. So I'm going to miss you guys, but I know you're going to have a ton of fun.
Oh, we're going to have a blast.
So, are you ready? Have you practiced any for next week, or are you just kind of getting comfortable? I know that you said that your passport is in process, and I know that made you feel a whole lot better.
Yeah, I did. I really tell you the truth, since I got back, I haven't hit any balls. I haven't even got on a table. I helped my wonderful wife. Gave her a little lesson the other night. But I kind of almost have a pool hangover. The dragging out, because none of the matches are timed.
Stretch, right?
Yeah, I know. I just played 9 balls, so I mean, I know Shane.
Could you imagine the other guys being there for 10 days? No way.
Yeah, it's crazy. The long waiting. If they were timed matches, it'd be a little different, but it is what it is, and you have to just get through it, and you have to just, like snack a little bit. You don't want to overeat, and then you feel like you're going on a food coma when you go to play. So it's just learning that all over again, because it's been a while since I got out to play like very competitively top level. So I'm really looking forward to the next couple events, and then hopefully the passport gets approved and all that good stuff, and I get it sooner than later.
Well, hopefully it gets in the mail and to you as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, with the stinking COVID, I'm not sure what their schedule is, and then the mail being crazy,
Yeah, it's nuts. It is what it is, and we just have to. If I have to miss the first Europe event, and I miss the first one, I just have to make sure I play in more of the ranking events. So,
but how many points is it that you need to be?
So for Shane and I. And
I'm curious how this is going to work for you.
So this is how it works. So you go play in an event that's ranking, whether it's the U.S. Open, whether it's you go to Europe and you play. And right now, so I took 10th. I don't know how much Shane got. He might have got 2,400 points, but it's basically on the dollar amount that you get, right? So we don't care. Us U.S. players don't care about us being in the top 10, us being in the top 20, whatever it is, because there's so many great Europe and overseas players, right, that are going to be in that. All we're worried about is being in the top 3. So if we go to Europe and we make $1,000 or whatever, we place in the money and it's $1,000, then we get that $1,000 added to our 1,700 or Shane's 2,400. So it keeps our points going up higher. So, but if we go out there and we don't play,
the dollar amount is basically what
it's all the dollar amount, correct? So on the last podcast with Melina, Mike, and they were talking about that somebody can go out and they can win the U.S. Open, and that's $60,000 or whatever the dollar amount is higher, and they're going to be sitting at the top of $60,000,
right?
If nobody else keeps on going, and going to all the events. So even though Francisco is sitting at 16,000, he's in first place. He can't afford to. Oh, I don't need to go play in the next couple events. Like, we have to play in as many as we need to to gain as many points as we need to so we can be in the top 3, because the top 3 gets picked automatically, and then they have 2 wild card picks.
Okay. So that's whatever showing that whoever's doing. Do you think
Correct.
Josh Roberts is going to be in the running for that wild card?
It's going to be very tough because in my opinion, it's all going to come down to who in the top 3 is guaranteed,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, then the 2 wild card picks are going to be really tough. So you can't hope that you get the wild card. My thing is, I'm like Melinda Mike. I hope this gives US a big opportunity to go, and you know what? Now we could go and we can make the team without it being picked from this way or being picked that way.
There is a standard to what's going on, and that's what we've been asking for years. It's like, how are you picking these people from the United States? We know how you're picking them over there, but how are you picking them here?
Yeah, and then now that Shane and I look good right now, and it's only the first event, we have to keep on going and going and going to these events to get more points and more points throughout the whole entire year, because at the end of the year, if Shane and I are at 4 or 5, like now we're just like praying the wild card pick happens, but they could pick anybody with the 2 wild card picks. So you have to go out there and put in the work, and you have to go out there and get as many points as you possibly can so you could be in the top 3. We don't care about where we're placed at in the world. We just want to make sure, that we're in the top 3 by the end of the year.
It just dawned on me, where did Ronhold place? If Wolford placed 6, didn't Ronhold place within that little bracket, or was he with you at that
No, he got, I'm pretty sure he got knocked out the round before me. I think he got knocked out round 9. I'm not positive, but I can bring it up right here.
Yeah, I'm curious.
They have 22 spots. Some are tied for 10th. Some are tied for 17th.
Because you got 10th, right? Is where you placed.
Correct. So I don't know how far this goes down, but this is just a breakdown of 22 players of the first event.
Your top 22 in the first event.
So if he made 800 or 600 or 500 or whatever it is for his round that he got knocked out in, then he has that 500 going into his next event that he goes to for player ranking.
Right. And Corby said he got knocked out in round 8 or 9.
Yeah. So
I know Duel put him. I mean, Mora put him out. The same guy that put you out. John Mora knocked him out. But you had been playing. You had already been playing when he got knocked out. So you're right. Correct. Corby's right. It was either round 8 or 9.
Yeah. And
you got one more in before him, so that would have made him.
Yeah, he's down there, but I mean, he has points for this, so it's not like we have to look at, oh, hey, we're sitting good. No, it's every event that we possibly can go to that is rankings to help build our points.
Do you see Steyer on that list? I probably should have looked. Actually, I didn't.
No, he's not on it neither. I think he got knocked down kind of in the same round.
In the same under that. Okay. Yeah. Well, at least now we know. I mean, you've got Shane Wolford up there at 6th.
Yep.
And if he cashes again in Texas, she's going to be taking a peek at it.
No, that's not a ranking event. No.
Oh, that's right, because it's 10 ball.
Yes, it's 10 ball. So they're trying to get the 9 ball on, from what Emily says, but there's a ranking event on February 26th to 28th. I won't be able to make that because of my passport.
Where's that at?
It's in Europe.
Oh.
And then majority, like 80% of these are in Europe. So,
I mean, we only have just a handful here, right? And that's your Predator tours.
No, well, Predator tours don't matter when it comes to the Matchroom points.
I thought it did.
No, it goes for your world, your WPA points. But the Matchroom Mosconi points are these events only.
And those are the ones that you're going to specifically, correct?
Correct. Like I might have to pass up some good events to go to these.
Did Super Billiards Expo make that list?
No.
Or, because that's a 10-ball event. I don't think they do have a 9-ball. They have an open 9-ball.
Though. It bar table amateur event. 10 ball is big. Is a
it
pro
is.
event.
It's on the 9-foot table.
Yeah. So they have some where it says non-ranking, and then you have some that say majors that are ranking, and then other ones are ranking events and everything. So it's just getting to the events right now.
And Corby says it's 3 events here. So
no, I think it's only. I think it's only 2.
Is it 2? For some reason I thought it was like 5. But maybe
actually, sorry. You got the Harris 9-ball, you got the Derby, and you got the International 9-ball.
Okay. Wow, we don't have very many over here. You literally have to go overseas
to get more points. Yes.
That's insane.
So why...
technically, if you couldn't go overseas for whatever reason, you would have to place literally
very high.
All 3 of the events that's being held here.
Correct.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds like a rough time.
Yeah, it is, and especially with.
Corby's saying the U.S. Open, wasn't that on the list?
Yeah. The Harris is the U.S. Open. It's,
they're calling it Harris?
Well, it's the U.S. Open Harris. It's like / Harris. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's U.S. Open.
All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I was going to ask you something and it's completely spazzed. I'm still a little bit, I feel almost jet lagged from the Derby. It is so ridiculous. It's like my mind literally is still over there.
Wrong, huh? Harris, yeah. My bad.
Or in the water or something.
Yeah, no,
I've been trying to get my voice back for 3 days.
I slept a lot when I got back. Man, I was beat.
All I wanted to do was sleep, but I had to go open the office every day. And I was like, oh my God, if I have to talk to one more person, I'm not going to be able to speak later.
No, just like Pfiller, he said he wanted to sleep more than anything besides hitting balls, but he has his match coming up. So
Right. It's like, I just want to sleep forever. Yeah. So, I will be in Louisiana this weekend and Morgan City, and that is where Mr. Roland Garcia is. So maybe I can get Roland back on my video.
Well, there you go. Oh, yeah.
When I'm interviewing Mr. Tony Johan, possibly. But I definitely have a interview with Justin Hall and an interview with Chip Compton. Has graciously invited me to the Cajun Coast Classic and said that I could have an opportunity to nail these guys down and finally have a discussion with them. So, Nick, you'll be a busy man on the other side of the computer. You get to be me for the weekend.
Nice.
And I get to be
I'm good.
You.
Yeah, I'm good with it. But also make sure you tell Tony that he needs to reach out to me whenever he can.
Absolutely. I'll let Tony know when I get down there.
So.
Fantastic. Well, guys, I guess that's the end of our show for the evening. Like I said, I'll be broadcasting live from the Cajun Coast Classic on Saturday, and Nick will be running the footage for us. So if you guys need anything from me, you'll have to go through Mr. Nick DeLeon to get in touch with me, because when I'm on location like that and I don't have a high chew partner, I turn my phone off. Because it gets in the way of what I'm trying to do. But I will be posting as much stuff as I possibly can so that you guys can get a feel of what Pool Dues looks like. Nick, would you like to go through your sponsors right quick before we call it a night?
Yeah, Inside Pool Magazine. We appreciate everything you guys do. Watch out for what Tracy's going to be talking about, because if you guys are on the road and you guys are going somewhere, there is a discount for your guys' car rentals. So, Q-Tech. My main sponsors, my love, my everything, man. They're awesome with me. They're great. Their stuff is good. If you guys see me out, don't hesitate to come up and talk to me. I'm really easy to talk to. My bag is open for your guys' tryouts. If you want to try the breach, if you want to try the jump cue, if you want to try the shafts that I have, just let me know. I have no problem letting you try anything that's in my bag. So please don't.
And if I'm at an event and you want a Q-Tech glove or whatever, let me know. I will contact Nick DeLeon and he will mail it directly to you.
There we go. Yes. So just let me know. And like I said, I'm easy to talk to. One PKT that is helping sponsoring the Justin Hall and Chip Compton match right that's going on right now. And I haven't been able to see any of it or anything. So if you guys love One Pocket and you guys want some gear, they're the main guys to go to. Melina Mike, Travis, and Joey Ryan. Joey Ryan, again, with Pool Player Podcast. That man is doing great works. Him and Mike do the dog in it, and they talk about everything. They talk about everything. You guys do not want to miss out with them. So please go to his page, like his YouTube page, all of it. Just, I mean, you guys want to follow these guys. My buddy Mike Gwynn, he's been with me since the beginning. Realty One Group. The guy knows everything with houses. He is the man to talk to. If you need to make a quick phone call or if you need to ask him questions, he's your man. Big Time Threads, screen printing out here in Arizona. He does locally. He helps out Tony Chohan as well. The guy does great work. Rick's Images out of Tucson. Digital Pool, go to their page, like them. They're doing big things in the pool industry and they're only getting bigger. So there's new things coming. You guys don't want to miss out. Tom Billiards, their tips are amazing. Their jump break tips work great with the carbon fiber shafts. I play with their chalk. They got the V10 and they got the pyro, everything. You guys need anything, reach out to me, send me a message. If I don't have it, I'll send you guys in the right direction to get it.
Thank you so much, Nick. Tonight's episode is sponsored by PostedUp.net. PostedUp.net is a new apparel company that has just started based out of Florida. Nick, actually, I have a few outfits from Posted Up, and Nick will be receiving his shortly because he ran off from Derby City and forgot to get it, so I gave it to somebody else.
No.
I'll put it on the donkey and Special K. So both of them are walking around with Posted Up apparel on. Anyway, I'm sponsored by Hilton Brand Hotels and the Marriott. If you guys need a safe place to stay and a great bed to sleep in, it's always picking up Marriott or Hilton Brand Hotels. Enterprise Car Rentals is what the Diva drives when she's out and about. They make sure I have a fantastic ride and a safe car to get me to and from wherever I'm headed. There's also a little box if you go to let me get all this out. It's been a long day. www.insidepoolmag.com. At the very bottom, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's a little box that says Enterprise. If you click on that little box, it will take you to their page and it fills all that stuff out for you, if I'm not badly mistaken, with the discount. It'll also let us know that you guys are receiving the discount that you deserve. So if you guys are needing a safe ride, Enterprise Car Rentals. Also, I am being sponsored by Pullaholic Gear. Steve Dittmar, he's the man. If you guys need pool gear, Pullaholic brand out of California is the place to go. We also have several different apparel companies that ask me to wear their clothes, so I'm not just partial to one. Also, Brutal Game Gear gave the Diva a fantastic jacket when she was freezing over at Derby City with some amazing new designs. So check out Brutal Game Gear. Also, Hustling USA, that Tony Harrigan came out with some fantastic polos. Have you seen those shirts that these guys were wearing? They were fantastic. So you guys check out Hustling USA. All right, guys, well, we're going to get out of here. Well, actually, Greg has something to say. Nick? Before we run off, R360 original carbon fiber shaft, is that a Q-Tech thing?
No, Q-Tech is the 12.5 and the 11.8.
So I'm not sure exactly what you're needing, Greg.
Yeah, if you want to give us a little rundown right now of what you're speaking of.
Then we can answer that question before we call it a night, sir.
Yeah.
Or you can always add Nick or myself. Here he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying that's the old shaft.
Oh, the old shaft.
Yeah, maybe that's something that they had before. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, we're going to call it a night, guys, and I will see you guys. Yes, that's what he's saying. It's an old shaft that Shane had.
Yes.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to head on out of here, and I will see you guys in Morgan City, Louisiana. If you guys are in the vicinity, it is they're capping it, I believe, at 64 players. So if you're wanting to play in this particular tournament. Bank started tonight, I think, and the 9-ball will start on Friday. So if you guys are wanting to play, contact Jason Romero out of Pool Dues. That's Pool Dues in Morgan City, Louisiana. That's where the Diva will be until Sunday. I will arrive on Friday evening. And Mr. DeLeon will be heading to Wisconsin next week, and that's where he will be. So if you need any Q-Tech gear, he will open that bag up and let you play with some of his fantastic Q-Tech toys.
But there's more. What's your fan page?
My fan page is not out yet. I will get that up and loaded probably after I get back from Morgan City.
All right, and then your groups that people can.
My group page is Inside America's Pool Room. So if you guys can't add me, add Inside America's Pool Rooms or any of our several group pages.
Okay, and then mine is Nick DeLeon at NikonKid, and you guys can follow me on my journey, and also I share everything that with Melina Mike shares, or Joey Ryan with Pool Player Podcast. I'm right there with them. I share not just talk about myself or what's going on with me, but also whatever I see out there with Matchroom, Emily, the list goes on. So go to our pages, follow us, like us on YouTube, and we'll continue to give you guys as much information as we can.
Also, if you guys are interested in coming on to the podcast, or you have a flyer that you would like to have some exposure for, or have myself or Mr. DeLeon play in your event, or me come in and just take photographs and do what I do, there is a little ticker at the bottom of the screen that says contact Autumn Grusella at Inside Pool Magazine, and she will tell you how to get one of us at your event. All right, guys, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Same time, same station, except we'll see you on Saturday.
Yes.
You guys have a great night.